Welcome to Titan's War. Today, we uncover a powerful truth that separates the wealthy from the average investor. How millionaires protect their money during financial crashes. When economies collapse, markets crash, and fear spreads across the world, most people panic. Savings disappear. Investments fall apart. Dreams get delayed. But the wealthy? They often come out stronger than before. Why? Because millionaires don't just focus on making money, they focus on protecting it. While others react emotionally, successful investors stay calm. They understand that wealth is not built during chaos, it's built through preparation long before the storm arrives. Before uncertainty hits, they create strong financial foundations. They diversify their assets. They build emergency reserves. They protect their cash flow. Because smart investors know one dangerous mistake can destroy years of progress. Putting all your money into a single investment may look exciting, but it also creates massive risk. That's why the wealthy spread their money across different assets: stocks, real estate, businesses, gold, and cash reserves. This strategy is called diversification. When one investment falls, others can help absorb the impact and reduce losses. Diversification doesn't guarantee profits, but it helps create stability in unstable times. And during market crashes, stability becomes power. While fear controls the crowd, disciplined investors see opportunity. History has proven it again and again. Some of the greatest fortunes were built during economic downturns. Crashes often create massive buying opportunities for those who prepared ahead of time. The next financial crisis is not a matter of if, but when. And when that moment arrives, one question will decide your future. Will you panic like the crowd? Or stay prepared like the wealthy? Successful investors never rely on luck or a single opportunity. They build balance. They protect their mindset. And they play the long game. Because true wealth is not just about making money. It's about keeping it.
Most wealthy people don't rely only on investments to stay rich, they always keep cash reserves available. They understand that life is unpredictable, and financial emergencies can appear without warning. Having cash ready gives them stability, confidence, and the ability to stay calm when others panic. Wealth is not only about making money, it's about being prepared for anything. Financial freedom comes from preparation, not luck. Wealthy people know that cash reserves are a form of protection. During uncertain times, cash creates security and keeps them from making desperate financial decisions. Instead of living paycheck to paycheck, they build a safety net that allows them to think clearly and act wisely. When rare opportunities appear, people with available cash move quickly while everyone else hesitates. In every market crash or economic downturn, valuable opportunities become available at lower prices. Smart investors are prepared in advance, so they can take advantage of moments that others are too afraid or unprepared to act on. Cash reserves create freedom, leverage, and peace of mind. Wealthy people know that having liquid money available gives them options during difficult situations. They don't depend on loans or credit for every emergency. Instead, they maintain financial flexibility that allows them to stay in control no matter what happens in the economy. Successful investors follow one important rule: survival comes before growth. They understand that protecting wealth is just as important as building it. Instead of risking everything for quick profits, they focus on staying financially strong during both good times and bad times. Long-term success always starts with stability. The wealthy continue investing and growing their assets, but they never ignore the importance of cash. Preparation is what separates smart investors from emotional ones. Opportunities often appear during difficult moments, and the people who are ready financially are usually the ones who benefit the most in the long run. While most people chase fast money and temporary success, wealthy people focus on building systems that can survive any economy. They create multiple streams of income and invest with patience. Their goal is not short-term excitement, it's long-term financial security that lasts for generations. Many wealthy investors put money into real estate because it can generate steady cash flow over time. Even during economic downturns, people will always need places to live and work. Real estate provides income, stability, and long-term value, making it one of the strongest wealth-building tools in the world. The rich also invest in strong businesses and reliable stocks built to grow over decades. They avoid chasing trends that disappear overnight. Instead of following hype, they focus on companies with strong foundations, real demand, and the ability to survive changing markets for many years. Wealthy people often own real assets that people will always need, regardless of economic conditions. These include housing, energy, healthcare, food production, and essential services. Real assets continue providing value even during difficult times because they solve problems people cannot live without. When markets crash, average investors often panic and make emotional decisions. Smart investors prepare in advance and remain patient. They understand that fear creates opportunities. Instead of reacting emotionally, they stay focused on long-term goals and use downturns as chances to build even greater wealth. True wealth is not about looking rich today or showing off expensive lifestyles. Real wealth comes from owning assets that protect your future for decades. The wealthy focus on financial security, freedom, and long-term ownership. Their mindset is simple: build slowly, stay prepared, and create a future that lasts forever. While most people panic during uncertain times, wealthy investors stay calm and think beyond the present moment. They understand that fear creates bad decisions, but patience creates opportunities. Instead of reacting emotionally, they focus on the bigger picture and protect their long-term vision. Millionaires don't chase overnight success or get distracted by temporary market noise. They know real financial growth takes time, consistency, and discipline. Short-term trends may change every day, but long-term wealth is built slowly through smart decisions. When losses happen, they don't immediately panic or quit. They understand that every market moves in cycles, and temporary setbacks are part of the journey. Instead of focusing on fear, they focus on strategy and future growth. Smart investors rely on knowledge, preparation, and discipline rather than emotion. They spend time learning financial principles, studying opportunities, and creating systems that work even during difficult times. Their confidence comes from preparation, not luck. They understand one important truth about money: wealth compounds slowly over time. Every smart decision, every investment, and every disciplined habit builds momentum. Success is rarely instant, it is created step by step over many years. Fear never controls the decisions of disciplined investors. While others become emotional during uncertainty, they remain focused on long-term goals. They know emotional reactions can destroy years of progress in a single moment. When markets crash, most people react with panic and confusion. Smart investors do the opposite. They stay calm, trust their strategy, and avoid making rushed decisions based on fear or headlines. Emotional investing often leads to costly mistakes. Panic selling can turn temporary losses into permanent damage. Wealthy investors understand that discipline matters more than emotions during difficult financial periods. Instead of reacting impulsively, successful investors follow financial plans created long before the crisis began. Their strategy is based on logic, patience, and preparation. This allows them to stay stable while others lose control. While the world focuses on fear and negative news, disciplined investors focus on data, opportunity, and long-term value. They understand that difficult times often create the greatest opportunities for future growth. Experienced investors know that market crashes are temporary, but strong financial strategies can survive every cycle. Economic conditions change constantly, but patience and discipline continue to reward those who stay consistent. In the end, the people who achieve financial success are not the most emotional, they are the most consistent. Wealth is not built through panic or fear. It is built through patience, strategy, discipline, and the ability to stay focused when others lose control. When the market suddenly crashes, fear spreads everywhere. Prices fall fast, headlines turn negative, and most people rush to sell before things get even worse. Panic takes control, and emotional decisions replace smart thinking. But while ordinary investors focus on losses, experienced wealthy investors stay calm and watch carefully for hidden opportunities. To the rich, a market crash is not only destruction, it is a chance to buy valuable assets at discounted prices. Strong companies with real long-term value suddenly become cheaper simply because fear controls the market. Wealthy investors understand that temporary panic can create life-changing investment opportunities. While the crowd runs away from the market, smart investors move in quietly. They know fear creates the best entry points because prices often drop below true value during uncertain times. Instead of reacting emotionally, they focus on the future and invest with patience and confidence. History has repeatedly shown that markets recover after downturns. Every major crash eventually passed, and those who invested during difficult times were often rewarded the most later. Wealthy investors trust long-term growth and understand that patience during uncertainty can build enormous financial success. The rich do not fear market crashes because they prepare for them in advance. They keep cash reserves, avoid emotional decisions, and wait for the right opportunities. To them, every downturn can become a doorway to future wealth if handled with discipline and smart planning. Truly wealthy people understand that building wealth is important, but protecting wealth is even more important. They do not chase every trend or risky opportunity they see online. Instead, they focus on stability, smart planning, and protecting the financial foundation they already created. One of the biggest habits of wealthy people is avoiding unnecessary debt. They know debt can quietly steal freedom, create stress, and limit future opportunities. Rather than living beyond their means, they prioritize financial control and make decisions that protect long-term independence. Instead of gambling on quick profits, wealthy investors focus on steady and sustainable growth. They understand that real wealth usually grows slowly over time through consistency, patience, and smart decisions. Fast money may look exciting, but lasting wealth is built carefully. The rich also understand that money is not only about luxury or status. Real wealth creates security, peace of mind, and protection for the people they love. Financial stability allows families to survive difficult times without fear or desperation. Wealthy individuals reduce risk by diversifying carefully and keeping emergency reserves ready for unexpected situations. They do not invest blindly into businesses or assets they do not understand. Knowledge and preparation are always more important than hype or emotion. Successful investors know that emotional control is one of the greatest financial skills. During uncertainty, they remain patient while others panic. They think long-term, avoid impulsive decisions, and trust strategies that have worked consistently throughout history. In the end, lasting wealth is never built through reckless gambling or emotional decisions. It is created and protected through discipline, patience, smart investing, and long-term thinking. The people who master these habits are often the ones who continue growing richer, even during the hardest economic times. Millionaires don't fear market crashes, they prepare for them. While others panic, the wealthy buy opportunities, protect cash flow, diversify assets, and think long-term. Crashes destroy fear, but create fortunes.